Welcome back to Pakansari Stadium here in Bogor. Second half is underway. ASEAN Hyundai Cup 2026. There's a fixture between Vietnam and Indonesia, and it's Vietnam leading by 2-0. It has been the perfect away performance so far. An opening goal in the 6th minute from Win Van Vie. And then in the 15th, they added a second through Win Hai Long. And they really were solid defensively in that first half, and they'll be looking for more of the same in this second. It's down to Indonesia to try and find those solutions. We saw perhaps just that one good opportunity from Mitchell Baker with the header. He rose above Vietnam's defense, meeting a cross from Reinders, but just couldn't hit the target. That was just one of Indonesia's 2 attempts. They created just 2 opportunities with 61% ball possession in that first half. It's going to be a foul on Jenna. Vietnam, on the other hand, 39% possession, 5 attempts, 3 on target. They scored 2 of those. Those finishes were really expertly taken. Min Hong Duk and Tai Lok, was he fouled? Yes, says the referee. From left to right on your screens for this second half. Well, prior to their meeting here, Indonesia conceded just once against Vietnam across their last 4 meetings. Indonesia winning 3 of those. Vietnam with the 1 victory. Indonesia having about 45 minutes or so to try and rescue this. They've never lost to Vietnam in the ASEAN Championship at home. Incredibly, the last time Indonesia beat Vietnam in the ASEAN Championships was back in 2016 here at this venue as well. That goes sailing well over from Win Tai Lok. And for Baker to chase. Tan Chong gets there. Sang-sek, he wanted his defensive unit to remain compact, and that is exactly what they've done. Phan Tan Long, pressure on Hay, forces him to put it out. So here are the changes for Vietnam, and Win Tai Lok is going to be coming off. Number 18, Win Hai Long as well. So we will see the introduction of Do Hong Hen and the 12, Min Chun Son. Not bad, eh? Being able to call upon Win Chun Son and Do Hong Hen from the bench. Win Chun Son picking up his 12th cap for Vietnam, for Do Hong Hen. It's his 6th. He's got 3 goals from his 5 previous appearances. Win Chun Son is in behind. Flag is down! No! Well, the flag does go up. He's sparing his blushes. Almost. Chance to get his name on the score sheet straight away. Just offside, I think. Doesn't matter anymore. He didn't do his part. Had to finish that. Well, he's been excellent since receiving his Vietnamese citizenship in September of 2024. Win Chun Son. Time to play for Vietnam at the 2024 ASEAN Championship, made his international debut there. He scored 7 goals in his 5 appearances at that tournament. Finished as top scorer and MVP. Danger here for Vietnam's defense, and it's Baker once more. So while that is going on, Indonesia are preparing a triple change now. Serangan Manguin is one of the 3 players set to come off. Clock as well. And Raven is on, Beckham Putra, and we're going to see Tim Hypens coming on as well for Indonesia. So a triple change. For a turnaround in fortunes, Indonesia. Beckham Putra, Jens Raven, and Tim Hypens. All 3 of them coming on. Doni Tri Pamungkas, Ratna Orat Manguin, and Mark Klock have been replaced. It's a recent addition to the international setup at senior level for Indonesia. His debut against Timor-Leste in that match. Let's see what that triple change will do for the home side. Reinders has been able to work a corner. So Jens Ravens, another young talent. So decent height, 20 years of age. So another one who made his senior debut at this tournament when he came on in the second half against Cambodia. And he scored in that match after replacing Baker. He joined Bali United in July of last year. So lots of pressure in the 6-yard box. It's been headed clear. From Win Chun Son. He's up to it, not beaten at his near post this time. Adiorga Winata. As he was for those first 2 goals. Win Van Vie with the open in the 6th minute. Win Hai Long then in the 15th. 2 really well-crafted goals. And expertly taken. Win Hoang Duc. It's been another masterclass in midfield. Vietnam's number 14. Look at that. Run and pass through. Wing Chun Son with the chance! And he makes no mistake this time. And that should be it for Vietnam. Oh, it's a close one, though. Well, he's done his part. He's put that away. The flag stayed down all the way through. That's a good composed finish by Win Chun Son. But the run from Win Hoang Duc was just extraordinary to set it up. Went past something like 4 players before releasing Win Chun Son. So the 29-year-old, if that stands, has just scored his 13th goal for Vietnam on his 12th appearance. Oh dear. So a bit of a nervous wait here. Probably more so for Indonesia than Vietnam. Probably hoping he was offside. It looks like it's going to be given. Yes, it is. So Rin Chanson with another international goal. And he didn't score against Singapore. And he hasn't yet gone consecutive matches in his career without scoring, so that won't happen. He finished that 2024 tournament as top scorer and MVP, but he also fractured his right tibia and fibula in the second leg of the final against Thailand, so he's had a bit of a long road back to recovery. But really, when he came back with a bang. And for Namdin, his club, in all competitions, he scored 67 goals in 79 appearances. Also scored 7 goals in 5 ASEAN Championship Shopee Cup appearances last season. Vietnam at 3 goals to the good. Amat. Tan Chong. Swindled back. Minutes for him. Saksikan much happier with his performance this evening. He's kept it simple. Being that link player in the attack. As Tan Long goes down. He's had a very good game as well, the number 8. Placing Win Kwang Hai in that partnership with Win Hong Duk. Pertama. Save from Patrick Lejang. Good pick up by Hypens. Explosive leap from Risky. Hits it back down, which is textbook. What you want to do. Patrick Lejang strong in goal once again. Have much to do against Singapore as well, up until the closing stages of that contest when he made a big save for Jacob Mahler effort. Jenna. Look at the closing down from Vietnam. 3 goals up. Well on their way towards maximum points. And they're still pressing, they're still closing, and it's still streaming forward, looking for another. To Hong Hen. Min Bak. Gives and goes. Looks for the next option. From Shenman. Taken by Win Nhat Min. Beckham. Risky. It's been pretty lively since his introduction. More Risky. Hits it again. Minimum of 3 minutes to be added on. Hey. Here's Reinders. Patinama. Indonesia getting ready to make another substitution. Rehan Hanan. Will be the player to come on. 18 has gone up. Looks like Iva Jenna is the player who's been taken off, so he's gone out on the far side. It's allowed Rehan Hanat to come on. Good defensive header away. Comes from on once more. So Vietnam with this win will go top of the group, ahead of Singapore on goal difference. Vietnam now up to 10 goals that they've scored at this competition, yet to concede. A proper machine. Goals conceded in the last 11 internationals, and that unbeaten run is going to stretch to 21. And in that 21 match unbeaten run, they will have won 18. Singapore, by the way, stopping a streak of 15 successive victories for Vietnam. They're back on track with the 3 points here. It's going to stay close and compact in Group A with the top 3. And just a point is going to be separating Vietnam, Singapore and Indonesia.